So far, we've talked about identifying costly and urgent problems within market segments in order to identify those market segments that can be of high value to your consulting business. There's one more aspect that I want to talk about, and that is looking for market segments that are underserved. When I say underserved, it means that there is a level of competition in the market that is serving the current demand, but the entire demand in that segment is not being met. As a business consultant, you want to go into markets that have a competition, some level of competition, but at the same time, not pick markets that are teeming with competition. Some level of competition means generally that there is demand in that segment, and too much competition generally means that there's pricing pressure in that market and your fees may be driven down in that segment. The million-dollar question now is, how do you identify underserved markets? Now, I don't have a scientific explanation for this, but there's a general rule of thumb that I use. I call it the 10-1000 rule. So the 10-1000 rule states that in any given market, in order to identify whether it's underserved or not, you want to make sure that there are at least 10 competitors in the market that are solving the same problem that you are solving and have kind of the same promise that you propose through your services. And the market has at least 1000 potential firms that can be served. So 10 competitors and at least 1000 potential firms. As a business consultant, you don't need, we're not mass marketers, so you can be sure that, if a market segment has 10 or 20 competitors, then they're not going to be serving the entire market of 1000 potential firms. So that can give you some idea that that market is underserved right now. So there's a caveat here when applying the 10-1000 rule. Don't always take the 10-1000 rule literally. Now, if you're a business consultant that is serving the small and medium-sized segment, then the 1000 company rule can apply. But let's say you're a consultant serving larger companies. If you're serving Fortune 500 companies, for example, then by definition you cannot have 1000 firms in that segment because there are only 500 firms in that market. Right? So don't use the rule literally, but use the intent and meaning behind the rule to apply it to your own situation as you evaluate potential market segments and identify high value market segments that work for you. Thanks for watching.